Hi, this is Roger, thanks for dropping by. So why am I filming the Phalaenopsis after I've finished watering them? Because it suddenly dawned on me what I found today might apply to other people as well. Now, when I water my phals, I look at them very carefully because there are mealybugs. So I check under the leaves, especially near the leaf tips, check in the leaf joints, especially round the new leaves. I do all that very carefully, and I often find mealybugs on the back of the blooms, and I just found some on the Las Vegas, the bronzy coloured one, and they're on the back of the blooms and in between the petals and the sepals, but from the front you can't see them. They're on the back of the blooms, and they can congregate there and spread very quickly, being a type of aphid effectively. And it dawned on me today to question something. So if I've checked one of these Phalaenopsis and there are no mealybugs on it, how come the next day there's a fully grown adult on the plant? Where has it come from? And today I found out where they are. Now, I can't show them because I've dealt with them. As I went along, I dealt with them and then thought, oh, might have been a good idea to film that. Now, as you know, I put my clear pots, all my Phalaenopsis get potted in clear pots. I like to see what's going on with the roots and also how wet they are. Do they need some more water? Well, as they haven't been watered for 9 days, yes, they do. So I've got a bit behind with them. But I've got cooler night temperatures at the moment, so their growth has slowed down. The one good thing that it's doing is it's pushing out spikes all over the place. So I've got an awful lot in spike now that weren't in spike before, which is good. That is the drop down in temperature that's really required to do that. If you remember, I said on the Double H tour, 28 degrees to grow them on. And then when they've got the right number of leaves and they're at the right stage, they drop down to 20 degrees and that induces the spikes. So, you know, I mean, that's a professional grower in the UK as well. So anyway, where were these mealybugs hiding then? They were hiding there, under the rim of the black pots. Little colony. Now that one hasn't got any. I know as I said, I'm filming after the fact, but they're hidden away under the rim of the black pot, and that's where they're breeding and growing to full size, at which point they venture out and try and find something to eat, like the back of my blooms. So whether you put your clear pots inside a black pot or whether you grow them in black pots, possibly even worth checking under the rim of a clear pot, if it's got a rim. See, this one has got a distinct rim. This one hasn't, it's just got a lip. Yeah? So this one's just got a lip. So it depends on the type of pot. This one's got neither. It's got nothing. But yeah, if you have mealybugs and they seem to be a persistent problem and you can't work out where they're coming from, check your pot. Now I know they can get down in the media. I can't do much about that. I have to wait for them to venture out. You know, they can get, like, you know, under a root near the base of the plant. So they can hide in many places. But that was a new one on me, and having discovered it, I think I'm getting a lot closer to wiping them out on my Phalaenopsis in the kitchen. They're self-contained, they're only on the phals in the kitchen, and one dendrobium in the grow room, which was imported. The plant had them when the plant came in. So having discovered their little colonies, which have been hiding all this time, I can now deal with those as well as the ones that appear on the plants, and I think I stand a much better chance of wiping them out. Now all I'm using at the moment is a spray bottle with 70% rubbing alcohol, and it's a spot treatment. Now obviously I can spray as much as I like it on the pot, that's not going to do any harm. The place I have to go careful is shiny little new leaves. the alcohol's a bit abrupt for those, because obviously it's got an evaporative measure. You know, it can actually draw moisture out of the plant. Now the big thick leathery leaves on Phalaenopsis, it's not going to do them any harm at all. But the tiny little delicate new leaves that you get, it could do. So I have to go careful around those. Anyway, a new discovery, another hiding place for mealybugs, and that may apply to other types of bugs as well. But I'll end this with gotcha. One less hiding place. See you next time. Thanks for dropping by.